Hey, what's going on YouTube? So, wanting to come back with my I think it's part 6 now, of NCAA Football '06 race for the Heisman. As you guys can see there, I am, like I said, first in the Heisman running. I think I might have showed that at the end of last week. I'm not sure. Anyway, Gerald Riggs is in second at the current time. USC did lose, so that's going to slot up Ohio State into second. Still a couple teams hanging tough in the top 5 in the SEC. Auburn, a few other teams hanging tough. Miami and Alabama. I believe they are currently number 15, and I got my game with them in about 2 weeks. But today I am taking on Georgia, the SEC East foe that has, I believe, the best SEC East record right now. Since I did beat Florida, and obviously the best SEC East record aside from my own team. But we're getting a quick start to the drive here, seeing if we can maybe get as good a start as we did last week against Ole Miss, and maybe a little bit less turnover prone than I was against Ole Miss and LSU. As you guys can see right there, we are 492 yards on average of total offense per game, and do find my first touchdown of the game right there. Georgia does score on the following drive, bringing it to a 7-7 tie. So this looks like it's having all the makings of a high-scoring game, and we'll see how that turns out, as we're looking to extend the lead to 14-7 here. Looking at a 3rd down and 8. They're making some guys go deep here. Looking deep down the side. I believe that's number 1, and it is caught. About a 60-yard reception there, giving us the first down in Georgia territory. Big run there by Gerald Riggs, giving him almost 40 yards on the day. Looking to punch it in to give us the 14-7 lead here. So not quite in yet. Not looking so great. Gonna give it one last try on 3rd and 7, and nothing doing really. So we're gonna kick the field goal, make it a 14 to actually ends up being a 10-7 lead, which Georgia scores on the following drive. So we actually are down here. Looking, floats one up to number 1. Actually just hooked up with him on the previous drive for a big play. Not really there. So 2nd and 10 here. And it to Gerald Riggs, getting the nice about 20-yard run on the play. Running the hurry up here. A little bit no huddle offense. Handing it off to Gerald Riggs again. Spins off. Looking like he's going to go all the way for about the 60-yard touchdown on the play, giving us a 17-14 lead. 58-yard touchdown run. So bringing the ball back to Georgia here at the end of the half, and it is intercepted. One of my outside linebackers, number 35, getting the pick there with about 37 seconds left to go in the half. So giving us a chance to maybe put up another field goal if we're really lucky here, maybe another touchdown. About 33 seconds left to go. Handing it off to Gerald Riggs there, pretty bold move there, handing it off with 33 seconds to go. So we go with the timeout there. We got 2 remaining, 27 seconds left in the half, and it passed deep, pass complete to number 13 for the touchdown, giving us the 24-14 lead right before half. So big play that was vastly needed there. So catch it on up in the second half. Get the ball back with about 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Defense coming up a little bit bigger now, compared to the first quarter, where us and Georgia were pretty much neck and neck, but coming up with a big 3rd and 18 here, and the pass is dropped, so gonna have to punt it, and something I didn't want to do, giving it back to a Georgia team just to let them get back in the game, but they do not. They end up punting it back to us, and get the ball back with a chance to extend it to a I believe a 3-possession game. So rolling out here, looking to maybe get a little bit of yards on the ground with about a 10-12 yard run. Running out of bounds, minute 53 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Like I said, looking to take the 24-point lead here, or not the 24-point, 17-point lead here, and Gerald Riggs does break free, so good game for him so far, and just for the running game in general. Doing a little bit more in the running game than the passing game, giving us a first down in Georgia territory, handing it off to the fullback, only getting a yard on the play. Bringing it down close to under a minute left to go in the third quarter, able to scramble outside for the first down, giving us 170 rushing yards on the day compared to just 39 for Georgia. So looking outside here again, not quite there for the rushing room, but able to get about a 15-yard completion to number 1, coming up pretty big today so far, and giving us the first down, I believe close to the red zone. So handing it off to Gerald Riggs there, getting about 7-8 yards on the play, maybe actually 6 yards. So bringing it down around the end of the third quarter. I do believe I get one more play off. Actually, I might. Okay. Scored touchdown there. I thought I was going to take one more play off, but I did not. So giving us the 31-14 lead, a good 17-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Seeing if we can lock away Georgia on this drive, and looking deep, and it is caught by number 3 inside the 10-yard line. So we're set up very well to take, I believe it would be a 4-possession lead almost. It will be a 4-possession lead if we can get the touchdown here. Scrambling up to the outside on the speed option. I believe actually that was triple option, my bad. And getting in for the 11-yard touchdown run with 2 minutes to go, pretty much locking up the game for good here. But we do get the ball back one more time, and maybe looking to pad the stats a little bit, but just chucking it deep here. Nothing really doing there. Had a lot of luck today throwing deep, so tried that a little bit. I did get player of the game again, so that's cool. Big game here. So far, no mistakes, and shouldn't be any more for the rest of the game. But do get outside on the scramble there. It is 4th down. I decided to go for it. What the fuck? And, you know, might as well have fun with it. Anyway, getting outside there on the about 15-yard scramble. 52 seconds to go. Ball in their 37-yard line. Handing off to Gerald Riggs, getting a good gain there. About 40 seconds to go in the game. And gets sacked on the play, so about 20 seconds left to go. Throwing it up in the end zone to number 1, and another touchdown for number 1 on the 29-yard touchdown pass. And that brings us to the end of the game. Georgia only had about 15 seconds left with the ball. We do win 45-14, so another very, very good victory at Neyland Stadium this year. And coming up next is Alabama. Third Saturday in October, the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry game. We will be playing at Bryant-Denny in Tuscaloosa. I believe Alabama's ranked around, it's either 15 to 19 when we play them. So should be an interesting game. And I will put the links to all the other parts in the description below, so make sure to check those out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.